Hola Madridistas, welcome back to Madridista Uncovered. You guys are in for a treat today. We're diving deep into Real Madrid's Sunday match. It's an away game at Leganés, so make sure hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss this. Hala Madrid, our producer, they've been giving us some really interesting insights about this matchup.
Yeah, it's interesting. Real Madrid, they've had a bit of a rocky start to the season, especially in the midfield and defense. But this match against Leganés, I think it's a great chance for them to really solidify their strategies, especially with that Champions League game against Liverpool coming up.
Yeah, that's true. Our producer especially pointed out the struggles in the midfield. They've been trying out this 4-3-3 formation, and Camavinga's been playing really well. But is that going to be enough?
Well, the 4-3-3, it's a classic formation for Real Madrid, and Camavinga finding his form is definitely a good sign. But the real key here, the thing to watch for, is how they use Ceballos or Valverde in that midfield three. They're going to be crucial, especially for controlling the pace of the game at Leganés.
So they're kind of like the anchors of the midfield.
Exactly, they're the midfield pivots.
Okay.
For those who are new to football tactics, a midfield pivot, it's those central midfielders who they control the flow of the game on both ends, defense and attack. And speaking of potential game changers, our producer also mentioned Raúl Asencio from Castilla. He could bring some much needed energy to the back line.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I know, Asensio's been doing really well in Castilla. For those who don't know, that's Real Madrid's reserve team. But can he really, step up to the senior squad level?
Yeah.
Especially in an away game.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? But, his recent performances with Castilla, they show a level of intensity and quality that could really transform Real Madrid's defense. And get this, his tackles-won ratio, it's an impressive 72%, which is much higher than Rudiger's. Rudiger's at 58% this season.
Wow, okay.
So that tells me that he could be a real asset in disrupting Leganés' attacks.
Yeah, no, that's a good stat. I like that. That's compelling. But what about Rudiger, though? I mean, he's a seasoned defender. Is he slipping?
I wouldn't say slipping. I mean, his performances, they've been consistent, but maybe not the peak level that we're used to seeing from him. But it's important to remember that he plays a very, very important role as a leader in organizing that back line.
Right. So maybe having a younger, more energetic player like Asensio next to him could be a good balance.
Exactly. That's definitely something to watch for on Sunday, how they work together to create a more solid defense. And we can't forget about the international players coming back. Vinícius, Valverde, Rudiger, they're all back and ready to go. Even Arda Güler, he's back in the mix.
So Ancelotti's got like a full deck of cards again.
Yeah.
Having all those players back, that must be a huge plus for him.
Absolutely. It gives him so much more tactical flexibility.
Yeah.
He can really fine-tune that lineup and put together a really cohesive team, which is especially important with this crazy schedule they have coming up.
Right. And speaking of the schedule, our producer mentioned that this Sunday's game, it's away at Leganés. Does that change anything in terms of the game plan?
Oh yeah, it definitely adds another layer of complexity there. Leganés, they're no pushover, especially on their home turf. They've been playing with a lot of confidence lately, and their recent form. It tells me that they're going to come out strong against Real Madrid.
Okay, so what should we be watching for? Are there any players on Leganés that Real Madrid should be worried about?
Keep an eye on their striker, Juan Muñoz. He's been on fire recently, scoring goals like in his last 4 matches. The guy knows how to find the back of the net, and he'll be looking to take advantage of any defensive mistakes. So for you, that means watching how Real Madrid's back line handles him, especially with Asensio possibly being in there, how they handle his movement and his positioning.
Got it. Juan Muñoz, danger man.
Exactly. But don't forget about their midfield either. They've got some real talent in there. Guys who can control the tempo of the game. So Real Madrid's midfield three, they're going to have to be, really focused to control the possession and stop Leganés from building up any dangerous attacks.
So this is going to be a real tactical battle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This isn't just about 3 points. This is about momentum. This is about building confidence before they face Liverpool. This is about, sending a message to the rest of La Liga, that Real Madrid is a team to be reckoned with.
And our producer, they're feeling pretty good about a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. They even said that Vinícius and Mbappé, they're going to score goals.
Oh, a 2-0 victory. that would definitely make a statement. But you got to remember, football, it's a game of unexpected moments. And Leganés, they could surprise us.
I think it's so exciting though, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I will say this, if Real Madrid can harness that energy from players like Asencio, and they can control that midfield, and they can shut down Leganés' key players, I think they have a really, really good chance of getting that win on Sunday.
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Me too. It's going to be a good one.
All right, Madridistas, we are back, and it's almost time for kickoff. Real Madrid versus Leganés. This is going to be a big one. Before we let you go and enjoy the match, let's just do a quick recap of everything we talked about.
Yeah. We looked at the tactics, we talked about the lineups, and we really tried to highlight the players, the ones who could make a difference. The stage is set for a great match.
And our producer's been great, giving us all that insider info. But the big question is, will Real Madrid step up? Can they get that win? Well, we'll find out soon enough. We've seen how good they can be. But the problem has been consistency this match. It's a real test for them. It's about their character, their discipline, and how much they want to win. And for you, the fans, this is more than just a game. This is a chance to see how all those pieces fit together. The midfield, the defense, the attack.
Yeah, and don't forget about Vinícius and Mbappé. If those two can find their groove, Leganés' defense is in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That attacking duo, it's special. I mean, their speed, their skill, the way they finish, it's a nightmare for any defender. If they click, Real Madrid's going to be tough to beat.
All right, Madridistas, it's time for us to sign off. Let's let the action on the pitch do the talking. We'll be back after the match to break it all down for you. Until then, Hala Madrid.
A huge thank you to all our